Here we go. I'll give a shot out of a cannon.
Every major hits and misses from SmackDown. With a little more than 2 weeks left for the Crown Jewel PLE, SmackDown came live from Columbia, South Carolina. Both the original and new versions of the Bloodline were under the same roof. Cody Rhodes was also in the house. A new tag team debuted on the Blue brand and much more. Join us now as we look at the major hits and misses of the latest edition of the SmackDown. Let's first talk about all the hits first. Jey Uso on SmackDown. This was a massive surprise, particularly after Jey Uso's exchange with his brother Jimmy at Monday Night Raw earlier this week. The Intercontinental Champion confronted his younger sibling, Solo Sikoa, to try and dissuade him from his quest against his own blood. While the face-off was relevantly friendlier this time, Uso warned that things would be different the next time he sees Solo. WWE is still keeping things close to its chest with regard to the Red brand superstar's participation in the familial feud. Still, Jey seems destined to forget his differences with Jimmy and Roman Reigns and join them in the fight sooner rather than later. Tag Team Triple Threat Delight. What makes WWE programming so popular with the masses is the company's propensity to come up with some of the best in-ring action the industry offers. SmackDown featured 2 triple threat tag team matches on the card to determine the #1 contender for the tag team titles. The first of those 2 clashes saw DIY against the Street Profits and Pretty Deadly in a 3-way race to the finish. The chemistry between all the teams was a sight to behold, as the action was high-octane from start to finish. Moreover, a plethora of perfectly delivered high-flying maneuvers and innovative offenses easily made it the best match of the night. Granted, the finish to the intense tag team bout could have been better, but it was WWE's way of protecting the Street Profits while elevating DIY into the title picture. Cody draws historical parallels. The wrestling business values its proud legacy, and it was an incredible sight to witness Cody Rhodes talk about the rich history of the industry. While speaking about his upcoming champion versus champion match against Gunther at next month's Crown Jewel PLE, Rhodes pondered what would have happened if legendary champions of various wrestling promotions in the past had come up against each other. The undisputed WWE Universal Champion even name-dropped some of the most iconic grapplers ever to enter a wrestling ring. The likes of Bruno Sammartino, the Nature Boy Ric Flair, and Stone Cold Steve Austin were all mentioned by the American Nightmare. Drawing such historical parallels did a fine job promoting Rhodes' battle against the Ring General next month. Kevin Owens is heartbroken. When it comes to character work, only a few of the current WWE roster come close to the level of Kevin Owens. In recent weeks, the Canadian has done masterful heel work in shifting the blame for blatantly attacking Cody Rhodes and Randy Orton onto the babyfaces, and KO's recent heartbroken promo for being ostracized by WWE management for what he felt were justified ambushes was splendid. The audience could feel the pain in Owens' voice as he questioned his future with the Stamford-based promotion. Irrespective of what turns this storyline eventually takes, the former United States champion has gathered many admirers with his conviction.
Spectacular double team by the
Moto City Machine Guns' WWE debut was lit. The Moto City Machine Guns' arrival at the latest edition of SmackDown was on expected lines, as the news of the decorated duo joining WWE had been doing rounds for weeks. The 3 times TNA Tag Team Champions entered the fray to a rapturous reception from the crowd. Alex Shelley and Chris Sabin were assigned a triple threat tag team encounter for their first match, which featured A-Town Down Under and Legado del Fantasma as well. While the Detroit natives initially felt a bit rusty, they slowly grew into the clash, pulling off some of their fast-paced offenses that made them the talk of the town. The MCMG picked up the all-important win and would take on DIY next week on the Blue brand to determine the #1 contender for the tag titles. The addition of the veteran duo to Friday nights is a welcome addition. The Bloodline Saga deepens. When you think the Bloodline Saga has run its course, the long-drawn storyline finds a way to reinvent itself. This week, Roman Reigns looked to end the bad blood between him and Solo Sikoa by offering to acknowledge him. However, the leader of the new version of the Bloodline wanted way more than that and led another attack on his brothers. Despite witnessing the same endings for SmackDown, the fans cannot wait to get more every time. Sikoa and his lackey's actions had grown stale over time, but ever since Roman Reigns and Jimmy Uso have reunited, these beatdowns don't seem meaningless. With the potential introduction of Jey Uso and possibly the honorary use Sami Zayn, the WWE Universe has a lot to look up to in the coming times. Now let's talk about the misses that actually didn't work for the fans. WWE continues to bury Chelsea Green and Piper Niven. We get it, Chelsea Green mainly functions as a comic relief on SmackDown. However, the WWE should be careful about how deep they want to bury the former TNA wrestler. Moreover, Piper Niven, an exciting talent, is also primarily used as an enhancement talent on TV instead of using her massive frame to intimidate opponents. Green has been an accomplished performer, but the wrestling juggernaut's reluctance to portray her as such has been questionable. Granted, she has excelled at whatever has been thrown her way, but wrestling purists would know that Green has so much more to offer. Pointless tag team match. This one felt that WWE wanted to fill some time on the show. While last week was chaotic for Nia Jax, this was relatively uneventful. The WWE Women's Champion was forced to team up with Candice LeRae to take on the veteran duo of Bayley and Naomi. While Jax's team managed to pick up the W, fans couldn't help but wonder about the point of the match. The Anoa'i family member is gearing up to face Liv Morgan at the Crown Jewel PLE next month. WWE could have come up with something to build up to that champion versus champion clash to make it more impactful. WWE did a stellar job by booking the 18th October episode of SmackDown strongly. Apart from some minor misses, the show was full of hits. Let's wait and see how the global wrestling phenomenon books the go-home show for Crown Jewel next week.